Hello friends, through this first part of video presentation, I like to give a very basic and simple information on what really the cancer is, how it is different from the normal cell growth process, and what are the major risk factors associated with this and required to avoid. Before going into the subject in detail, everybody needs to understand that currently we are living in such a dangerous environment. At any time, anybody can slip into the hands of that dangerous state of health. Worldwide, 8.2 million people are currently dying each year due to cancer, and about 70% of increase in new cases can be expected within the next 20 years. The practical and easy way to stay away from the cancer is its prevention by understanding and avoiding the major risk factors, and it can be possible only through providing right awareness. The awareness must start from the base root, the new generation children, or way before that, even when a couple decides to have their first child. For this, the education pattern must be changed, must teach the new generation children the importance of living in harmony with the nature. Otherwise, we will start to see a generationless communities. We all know that cancer is the leading cause of death due to diseases, and worldwide over 8.2 million people are dying in each year due to cancer. The most common sites of cancer diagnosed in men are lungs, prostate, colorectal, stomach and liver, and in women are breast, colorectal, cervix, and stomach. The one-third of cancer deaths are due to the 5 leading behavioral and dietary risks, which are the high body mass index, low fruit and vegetable intake, lack of physical activity, tobacco use, and alcohol use. The tobacco use itself is the most important risk factor for cancer-causing deaths. Around 20% of total cancer deaths globally, and around 70% of global lung cancer deaths alone. The cancer-causing viral infections such as HBV, HCV, and HPV are responsible for up to 20% of cancer deaths in low and middle income countries. Let us discuss what really the cancer is. The cancer is a collection of related diseases, a malignant growth, or a tumor resulting from an uncontrolled division of abnormal cells in our body. The cancer arises from one single cell, and the transformation from a normal cell into a tumor cell is a multi-stage process. Recent studies are proving that the abnormal cell growth and its uncontrolled division is due to the premature aging of cells, mainly caused due to the interaction between one person's genetic factors and the following 3 categories of external agents. First one is the physical carcinogens like radiation, pollution, ultraviolet rays, etc. Second is the chemical carcinogens like artificial food additives, tobacco, alcohol, the food contaminants caused by several metals and its oxides, and other factors. Third is the biological carcinogens caused by the viruses, bacteria, and other parasites. The human body is made up of trillions of living cells. Normally, the body cells will grow and divide to make new cells, and will die in a programmed, orderly manner. The cells are the smallest building blocks of the life, consisting of cytoplasm enclosed within a membrane which allows the nutrients to pass into and the waste products to pass out. The cytoplasm comprises of a gel-like substance called cytosol and organelles. The cell control center is the nucleus, which contains the information that allows the cells to reproduce. The mitochondria is the part of the cell where food and oxygen combines to form the energy required for the cell and the body to function. Inside the nucleus, the genes are arranged as a long, twisted, double-stranded molecules of DNA called chromosomes. The stretch of DNA at the end of the chromosomes is called telomeres, which protect our genetic data and make it possible for the cells to divide. Each time a cell divides, the telomeres will get shorter, and when it will become too shorter to divide, then it will be inactive or dead. This shortening process is associated with the normal cell aging, and all cells reproduces by mitosis. Every human body is defined to have a biological lifespan in which each cell life is defined perfectly. In 2009, 3 scientists, namely Elizabeth L. Blackburn, Carol W. Grader, and Jack W. Stock, won the Nobel Prize for Physiology and Medicine for the discovery proving that the maintenance of damaged human cell chromosomes is possible by telomeres by means of an enzyme called telomerase, which is produced within the human cell itself. The normal cells have certain characteristics that are important for the proper functioning of tissues and body systems. These cells have the ability to reproduce correctly, to stop the reproduction when necessary, remaining in a specific location, become specialized for a specific function, and the ability to have self-destruction in a programmable manner. But because of many factors like gene inheritance, unhealthy lifestyle, exposure to hazardous environment, and other risk factors, human body cells lose its ability to repair the damaged chromosomes, causing the premature aging of cells, resulting in the abnormal reproduction and a malignant growth or tumor, a stage of metastasis which we call as cancer. Rapid creation of abnormal cells that grow beyond their usual boundaries can invade adjoining parts of the body and spread to other organs. This process is referred to as metastasis, which is the major cause of death in most of the cases of cancer. The peculiarity of cancer cells is that it can acquire the ability to reproduce uncontrollably and can spread to other organs, becoming unspecialized. When the genes in a normal cell are damaged beyond its repair and undergo mutation, cancer cells loses its ability to undergo a programmed cell death. There are 4 basic stages of cancer. In stage 1 is usually a small cancer or tumor that has not grown deeply into the nearby tissues. Stage 2 and 3 are the stages indicate larger cancers or tumors that have grown more deeply into nearby tissues. They may have also spread to lymph node but not to other parts of the body. In stage 4 means that the cancer has spread to other organs or parts of the body. That is this stage is called as metastasis. Let us discuss what are the major risk factors which we need to avoid for the prevention of cancer. First one is the tobacco usage. Second is the unhealthy lifestyle. Third, usage of alcohol. Fourth, infection from viruses and parasitic microorganisms. Fifth, genetic and family history. Sixth, environmental pollution. Seventh, occupational carcinogens. Eighth, radiations. While discussing the unhealthy lifestyle, it includes physical inactiveness, obesity, overweight, and unintentional and intentional food contamination. That is the contamination of food from the packaged food, processed food, while eating, consumption of soft drinks, cooking and eating of the red meat, the cooking and consumption of processed sugar, refined and processed salt and rice, flours, GM crops and hormonal-based meat products, synthetic and artificial essence or additives, or textants or coloring agents, and the possible contamination comes from the cooking in metallic vessels like aluminium in the creation of its oxides, and contamination of food and water from pesticide, household chemicals, and the carryover of the cosmetic chemicals into our body due to overuse. I am requesting you all, please consider those major risk factors very seriously, understand them and try to avoid in your daily life completely or at least to maximum, because prevention is the best way to stay away from cancer rather than going into a treatment or then to a palliative care. The common attitude of the people towards the awareness programs to be changed, because the more academically knowledgeable people are found very overconfident and ignorant towards all health risk factors and awareness programs. The ignorance cannot be accepted because it will help only the cancer industry to become more profitable, making the financial and economical status of common people very unstable. The major risk factors mentioned here actually need to be discussed in detail, and a part 2 will be there which will discuss all the major risk factors which we need to avoid